looking at ourselves today. That is your relationship with yourself. My relationship with myself. Why? Because you can only express what you have. You can only give what you have. You can only go as far as your eyes can see, your mind can reach, your vision can envisage, your imagination can work hard. So we want to look at the issue of your self-concept, your self-esteem. What are the things you're looking at? And it's the way you perceive yourself, you'll be able to perceive others also to a large extent. And in this life in which we live, in which you operate, there's always a key to every door. So we want to look at that. Like Jesus Christ himself asked his disciple, who do men say that I am? Who do men say the Son of Man is? Who do you say I am? Because we've been made to understand from research results in sociology and social psychology, like the Bible states, as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. As he perceives himself, so he is. And Norman Vincent Peale states that if you say you can, then you can. If you say you can't, then you can't. That is already self-defeating statement, self-defeating behavior. You come across a challenge, a task, and the first thing that comes across your mind, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, this is too much, I can't do it. I can't overcome it. Then in that case, you've already defeated yourself. See, like when the giants in the historical Bible, David and Goliath, when the giant came to the children of Israel, he came with his physical strength. And when they saw him, they already defeated and said, well, we can't fight this giant. We can't fight this man. He's beyond us. So whenever he came out, they will be cringing back because they already defeated themselves in their mind. But when David came, his perception was different. His self-concept was different. His faith in himself his self-confidence was different. He perceived the giant and said, well, this is too big for me to miss. It's a very easy target for me. He saw beyond the immediate, saw beyond the physical. So when you and I too move around, walk along in the journey of this life, your perception of that situation and your perception of self-count, remember, we are reflecting, and the reflecting is to help you and I to enjoy this life better, to achieve more, to be able to proceed more, though with caution and with great care. That is why part of my maxim is walk, watch, and pray. Walk, watch, and pray. David had been doing other wild animals, but Goliath is a different species entirely. Somebody that could think like him, that could maneuver like him. Somebody that has been tutored in the arts of human war, unlike the wild animals that have lower system of reasoning. So your perception of yourself counts. So we start at that. Who am I? Why am I here? What can I do? What can I not do? What can I grow to do? What can I improve upon? What can I learn? Like I've said before today, there is no human being that is utterly useless. This one is not useless, it's not useful. No. That's why Jesus advises us in Matthew. He said you should not call anybody a raka, useless or worthless. Why? Because there is no human being. You might have learned from your little work in life. Study about it, you see people that are physically challenged that you will have thought, this one. But they refuse to beg. They perceive themselves better than the situation they found themselves. They could see beyond the lack in their life. They can see what is it that is available for me to use. What is it available that I can use to get whatever I want? That is why you and I should not look at the missing things in your life, in my life. See, what are the things available that you can use? What are the opposite available? You are not at point zero. You are not at point zero. Even once you can talk, you can see, you are not at point zero. Even people that have sight challenge, they still see beyond that and see that to make something tangible out of their lives. So Jesus asked them, who do men say that I am? So your perception counts a lot of yourself. Then it will help to be able to deal with situations and circumstances around you. Like it's been proven, every problem has a solution. So every challenge, there is a way out. You just have to be able to think hard and well enough. Somebody gave an analogy. He said, if man can think to the level that they can produce giant objects that can fly thousands of feet and meters above the highest mountains in the world, is referring to making the aeroplane, the aircrafts. What can we not think about? To overcome that law of gravity that is saying whatever goes up must come down. But these objects, because through the thinking, through the thought pattern of man, they have to see beyond that. Yes, there's something that we can control, the going up and the coming down, not subject totally to the law of gravity. Gravity doesn't have the maximum say. So to every challenge, there is a solution. To every problem, there is a way out. There is always a key to every door. You just need to think enough, believe enough, and you'll be able to locate the key. Like yesterday, we talked about goal setting, your purpose of being. Because when you are here for a purpose. You are here to achieve something. God in the Bible make you and I to understand that you are the salt of the earth. That means you are a seasoner. That is everywhere you find yourself. There is something you are expected to be able to add to tone up the well-being of both animate and inanimate in your operational environment. You are not useless. And see, you are the light. The light is a way maker. When there is light, people can see the environment, they know how to operate, how to move. But when there is utter darkness, you don't even know how to move your leg, how to move your hand, how to do anything. You have to move it. But when there is light, then you operate more easily. So you are designed to be a facilitator, to be able to help one or more other people around you that you come across in the path of life, to be able to forge ahead in whatever endeavor they engage in. So set a goal for yourself. What goal are you setting for yourself? On daily basis, on weekly basis, on long-term basis. Know exactly precisely what you want. Then know what it takes for you to be able to achieve that. Then work at it. Nobody is designed to live a useless life. A useless life is a life that doesn't have a goal, doesn't have a focus, doesn't have a desire, doesn't have a zeal for anything. And I know you believe with me that there's no human being that is made like that. Just sleep, wake, eat, go out, enjoy yourself, sing, dance, wake, sleep. There's no human being like that. Have you seen any? If you have any in your environment, please let us know. And let's be able to interact. Say, where are you? How are you enjoying the life? Nobody enjoys such a life. It will be boring. You find yourself, what am I here? What am I doing? So that's why we ask that question. And you need to constantly ask yourself that question and work at getting adequate answer to it. Then I had a write-up some time ago, which I would like to share with you. This life that you and I live is an open system. This life you and I live is basically what you make of it. Life is not partial to anybody. It gives back to you whatever you sow into it. So though what life can try to do is it can multiply whatever you sow into it. You know, 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0 times whatever is 0. But if you set out with one thing and you work at that, the forces of nature, the forces of goodness, the elementals will work with you. The ministry spirit will work with you to make something out of that your setup that you try to achieve. So life is what you make of it. Life can be said to be hard. Life can be said to be soft. Life can be said to be simple. Life can be said to be complex, depending on your perception and the way you relate and deal with it. Life can be said to be tough. Life can also said to be gentle. Again, the way you relate with it and the way you perceive it. Life can be like a stone wall. You can say it's fair, it's unfair. It can be like a stone wall. Whatever you throw at it, it throws back at it, bounces back to you. So I'm trying to reflect with you and try to encourage you, motivate you to develop and operate. And if you have been operating, we operate at a higher level now. What is called the growth mindset. The growth mindset doesn't believe in a fixity. It believes that changes are part of life and that life is made to be dynamic, to grow, to evolve. So develop the growth mindset that your position now doesn't determine where you'll be tomorrow. That wherever you are today, aspire that your tomorrow will have a better addition than what you have today. Because what you are doing today is to have an addition, have an improvement upon the state of your mind, the operation of your mind, your personal well-being, and lots of other things. So share your comments and your opinion in the comment section. We're all here to learn. Life is a school. They call it the universal university. So life can be partially impartial. And at other times, it can be impartially partial. What do we mean by that? You know, it seems as if life seems to favor some people more than some other people. Isn't it? That is impartially partial. However, when you look at it keenly, it's not that it's partial, but those people must have done something which life, you know, you don't stay and fold your hands playing the waiting game. People that play the waiting game, whatever gets to them, they take. Like I came across that statement some years back, that the hustlers always get better than the ordinary people that fold their hands and wait for whatever comes. Oh, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. That is his crumbs and the leftover of the hustlers that the waiters get. So in the game of life, you be an active participant. Guide them to hustle. Don't wait for the crumbs on the leftovers of the active ones. That is it. So when they now see you now say, no, life is not partial. It's a game. That's why I say it's a game of life. So I guess that you believe that what you give into life is what it gives back to you. That's why people talk about the law of karma, law of retributive justice, and law of sowing and reaping. And I also believe that statement that says that if you think about something so much and you work at it so much with every fiber of your being day and night, it says the forces of nature and the elementals will galvanize themselves together to help that individual to achieve that goal. And that's why you have seen some of these things we have around us. That's why you see people that climb mountains and do so many things because they determine, I can do this thing, I can achieve it, they work at it. And the famous statement, very popular, is the story of Thomas Edison that spearheaded the electric bulb, which has gone through so many modifications, so many evolutions now that we now have the LED lights. They call it energy saving lamps and so on. Then we have laser and so many. But it started with that electric bulb. And you know the story that he did it hundreds of times before he actually now succeeded at it because he never gave up. He had a dream, he had a vision, he believed it's doable, it's achievable. So, and we are here now to enjoy it. So more often than not, life pays you with good dividend over and from whatever you sow into it. And life has more to offer than you can ask of it. Remember, it's nature. And you can see what we are enjoying today. We talk about natural resources. After we started with the hydroelectricity, we now go to the wind turbine. From the wind turbine, we now have the solar energy. No, even before the solar energy, we have the nuclear power electric system. So the nuclear physics, they now use the atomic power to now produce electricity. You can see the evolution. That's the point of the mind of man. And remember, the atom, you learn in chemistry and in physics, atom is microscopic. You can not see it, it's not even possible. Even under what is called the electron microscope, you can still see. On the top of this, it's contains so many atoms, hundreds and millions of atoms. And our body are made up of billions of atoms. So you can see the operation of the mind of man. So, over to you. Life can be fun. Life can be a field. Life can be a game. Life can be whatever you perceive it to be. But the journey starts with you. Who are you? Who am I? What am I here to do? Life is a pack of ironies. However, basically, whatever the individual sows into it, that's what it gets. So make it to matter most for you. Make it to work very well for you as you're going to reflect on the issues of life. This is Nisinuga Reflections. Thank you for reflecting with me today. Work on it. And God is going to bless you. I'm going to evolve. I'm going to add positive values to life and to the people around you. God bless you. Thank you very much.